Gaudi.
Yes.
Right there. Some of Gaudi's architecture.
And his dragon.
And his awesome dragon. Quite the sculpture. It's a gate to stables or something. We're out for a run. What's up for good luck? What's that?
This is the bell. How to ring the doorbell at Gaudi's house.
Oh,
Not really, I mean.
cool doorbell.
Yeah.
FC Barcelona.
The stadium.
Right there, the stadium.
A little run tourism.
Camp Nou. Is that how you say it?
Camp Nou, yeah.
Woo! .25, 2627 through the city, miles. That's 2 runs over 5 miles in a week. Almost on a roll.
Oops, sorry.
Sit down. Ready. Okay, you guys come get up to the table, please.
Only a little bit of a hot spot there from running barefoot in these. No socks. I have not tried that before, but
I was thinking my foot was starting to hurt. We're going out for a real world scavenger hunt. See if we can find a light bulb. We're gonna start with the store closest and work our way from there to see if we can find. Ready or not, here I come. 2 minutes later, that wasn't very hard. Gotta give me something harder. Light bulbs are nothing around here. Turned out that it's a pretty standard shape and size, so we're good to go. Autumn, your cookies are incredible.
What is it? That's mine.
Alright, real quick, before I continue with the next 5 minutes, or actually I already recorded them, but I'm not going to edit or cut them. Just throwing this in there now as a warning. The next 5 minutes are all like me talking to the camera, and you can skip it or avoid it. As usual, don't feel like you have to watch this. Here it is. Hi there. Autumn's cookies are as delicious or better than they were earlier today. I have to mention those again. Another great compliment too. Fabulous cook she is. The day's about wrapped up. Eddie is studying for his business classes on Monday. Autumn's going to sleep. The kids are asleep. Eddie and I just finished watching a Bear Grylls interview. And I just thought I'd say a couple other boring things I did today. Finished a book. My reading for the month is all-time high. I finished 2 books in the last 31 days. By the way, today marks day number 31 since I left home, which is weird, but more on that in a second. So my escape from the Auto de Fe at Valladolid. Great book to be reading while you're in Spain. Thanks to Pastor Kent of Salamanca. He gave me this book, which in like a short 130 pages or so describes a guy's escape from the Spanish Inquisition. Cool book too, because they couldn't, he says in the beginning that he tried to figure out who wrote the book, and it's in the public domain, and the original publishing company doesn't have any information on the author. So that's kind of mysteriously intriguing story from days of old. Eddie recommended this one as one of the best books he's read, Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, as a complex thinking type book. I've made it through the introduction in the first chapter and I'm going to see if I can make it through another chapter or 2 before putting it down forever. And then another word on all the things I brought just for the fun of it. This is the Bible I brought. My one book I brought on this trip. From Christopher, actually, at his as a wedding, or like a gift to his groomsmen. Look, it's even got the original writing in the front. Just to protect it, I didn't bring much of a case, but I took and I cut a shipping package into like a little Bible case of a sleeve. Here, watch, I'll show you. This is gonna be like the most monologue in a video in a while. There you go, Bible. Waterproof if needed. It doesn't actually seal up, but bubble wrap protects a little bit when I shove it in my backpack. Then I brought a journal, real big journal. I kind of downsized for this trip. Usually I use a composition notebook, but as part of my journal every day, as one of my reading, writing, running 3 R's, write at least something in a journal. Sometimes it's, well, I write about a lot of different stuff. That could be a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, but that's what I brought for a journal. It's kind of like a moleskin, except it's just a knockoff. This is a real moleskin. These things are awesome. I would highly recommend them. Little teeny tiny lined pages. I actually brought it thinking I might use it. I haven't used it yet, but I'm still carrying it because it's like the size of 10 business cards or so. But it's got like, I want to say 30 or 40 pages. Front and backs make 60 pages worth, and a really durable little thing. I've used them before. And they're super fun to take travel notes in and stuff because they're durable. You can keep it in your pocket all the time. And in the past traveling, I've used them for like little translation notes, or like when you need to like write down 10 phrases that you need to use, or people's names or addresses, phone numbers. This one currently doesn't have much in it, but Moleskin sells them in 2 packs. I don't know what the name of this one is, but two or 3 packs, and they're a little bit expensive, but I have found that I can, with the plastic coating, I can carry one of those in my pocket for a long time without it falling apart. Like a long time, like 100 days in a row. Favorite pen of standard use? Bic Click Stick. Highly endorse. I brought 2 pens on this trip for all my everyday essential writing. One's cool. It's a Fisher Space Pen. It clicks, even though it looks like it's just got a cap on it. Waterproof. You can write upside down. You can write in a plane. You can write wherever. It's the infinite cool space pen. Thanks Timmy and Rose for giving me that as a present. I love it. It's fun just because it's the one pen that'll never fail you. And this pen, because it's lightweight, simple, cheap, free. From Faith, I think. And they always write the best too. So 31 days. 31 days I've been traveling now. Kind of weird because it feels like time's gone by really fast, but at the same time it goes slow. You know how that always goes. But the phase 2 is about to begin here. Getting ready to step into the next phase of staying away from home a little bit longer. I had originally planned to be gone at least this long. I knew this pretty much all along, but now I'm kind of branching into the new unknown, and gonna look to visit different missionaries that I have known or will be introduced to in whatever countries line up. Pretty much willing to go wherever if I can help out with something or learn about a ministry or just meet cool people along the way as an opportunity to help out, or just for me to learn from those who have the experience in that regard. Anyways, that's enough of a rant for today. So thanks again for watching. Check out tomorrow. Should be a big day of church, and I've got a ticket to the Sagrada Familia, the biggest, one of those big architectural wonders of the entire country. And I'm not sure what else we'll do, but stay tuned for more.